Ever wondered if you're doing the right thing as a parent or grandparent? You're not alone. Parenting, in its essence, is a journey of relentless trial and error. We're all in the same boat, navigating the choppy waters of child rearing, hoping to steer our young ones in the right direction. The truth is, every parent and grandparent is doing their utmost, pouring their heart and soul into the task at hand. But let's face it, even the best of us fumble occasionally, often without even realizing it. Just like our children, we're always learning, growing, and evolving in our roles. And sometimes, the lessons we learn can be challenging, leaving us questioning our actions and decisions. But remember, it's all part of the process. We're human after all. So how can we level up our parenting or grandparenting skills? What can we do to minimize those inadvertent missteps? Let's delve in. First up, screen time. Are digital devices the new babysitters? It's a question worth pondering. Dr. Roseanne Kapana-Hodge, an integrative and children's mental health expert, points out the perils of over-reliance on digital devices. Sure, they might seem like a godsend when you need a moment of peace, but the cost can be steep. Excessive screen time can impede a child's social, emotional, and cognitive development. It's not just about what's on the screen, but what's being missed out in the real world. Play-based activities, physical exercise, and socialization. These are the building blocks of growth. When a device becomes the go-to entertainer, both the child and the adult miss out on important connection time. Screen time has its place, but it shouldn't replace the richness of direct interaction and diverse experiences. So next time, think twice before using a device as a quick fix for entertainment. Do you find yourself talking more than listening? It might be time to reevaluate. In the hustle and bustle of parenting, we can sometimes forget to pause and truly listen. But Dr. Caroline Danda, a licensed child psychologist, advises us to do just that. She suggests we lean in, get curious, and listen. It's not always about imparting a life lesson each time our child opens up to us. More often, it's about understanding their perspective, especially with adolescents. When we listen, we make our children feel seen and heard. This simple act can foster healthy discussions and maintain a positive relationship, even when consequences are involved. So next time, before you jump into a monologue, remember to take a step back, to listen, to get curious. Remember, not everything has to be a life lesson. Sometimes, it's about simply being there, listening. Ever thought about how your interactions with others might influence your child? Children are like sponges, soaking up everything around them. They observe and learn from the way we interact with others. Child psychologist Dr. Roseanne Kapana-Hodge emphasizes that our actions can create a ripple effect on our children's social development. Consider this. Unresolved conflicts we have may inadvertently be played out in front of our children, impacting their perception of relationships. What we might see as a harmless disagreement, they may interpret as hostility or lack of respect. Here's the key. We have to demonstrate healthy, respectful relationships. This includes showing our children how to handle conflicts constructively. It's not about pretending conflicts don't exist, but rather about dealing with them in a respectful and considerate manner. Remember, our children learn how to navigate their own relationships by watching us. So let's set a positive example. The way you handle conflicts and relationships sets a blueprint for your child. It's easy to dismiss children's feelings as trivial, but should we? Let's delve into this question, guided by the wisdom of licensed child psychologist Dr. Caroline Danda. She earnestly advises us to stop assuming children's feelings aren't a big deal, and to resist the urge to dismiss them or fix them too quickly. Imagine a world where your feelings are constantly belittled or hurriedly brushed aside. That's how a child might perceive our well-intentioned attempts to pacify their emotional outbursts. Yes, it may seem like they're overreacting, but remember, their self-regulation skills, perspective, and wisdom are not on par with ours. Dismissing their feelings can make them feel invalidated, undermining their confidence and hindering their ability to express themselves effectively. So instead, let's strive to validate their feelings. Let's listen first before we react. Their feelings might seem small to us, but to them, they're the world. Raising your voice to get attention, effective or harmful? Let's delve into the insights of Dr. Kapana Hodge. She reminds us that past generations often parented with a focus on negative behaviors, using yelling as a way to grab a child's attention. But is it the right approach? Dr. Kapana Hodge strongly suggests otherwise. Regularly raising your voice, she notes, can cultivate an environment of fear and anxiety. This isn't a nurturing environment for a child to thrive in. It can lead to complications with stress management, self-esteem, and communication skills. Instead of resorting to yelling or negative comments, we should aim to communicate with understanding and patience. Adopt a positive tone, even when addressing misbehavior. This way, a child learns that mistakes are opportunities for growth, not reasons for punishment. It's crucial to remember that the way we communicate with our children shapes their future interactions. Rescuing your child from mistakes, helpful or harmful? Let's delve into this. Dr. Caroline Danda believes that it's more important to allow children to experiment, make mistakes, and learn. Now, why is this so? Because it's through these experiences that children develop resilience, problem-solving skills, and self-confidence. However, there's a common pitfall we often fall into called micromanaging. This is when we step in to rescue our kids so they don't make mistakes. It's understandable we want to protect them from the pain of failure. But here's the catch. This level of intervention can actually rob children of valuable learning opportunities and stifle their creativity. Instead of swooping in like a superhero every time, let's try to step back a little. Let them stumble, fall, and rise again. It's through these experiences that they learn to navigate the world independently. Let's nurture resilience, problem-solving skills, and self-confidence by stepping back and letting them learn. Using guilt to motivate a child's behavior is counterproductive. Experts warn that employing guilt can foster feelings of inadequacy and an excessive desire to satisfy others at the expense of one's own needs, potentially affecting the child's development into a self-assured adult capable of setting boundaries. Such statements as, "Look at all I do for you," or "Grandma needs you," or "I'll be upset," are unlikely to help a child cultivate self-confidence and healthy boundaries. Another area of concern is adults' excessive immersion in technology and social media, despite their lamentations about its impact on children and teenagers. Experts suggest that adults should model the healthy technology habits they wish their children to adopt. This can be achieved by establishing dedicated phone-free zones within the home and engaging in technology-free activities that promote family bonding. Inconsistent rules and boundaries are a common complaint among parents regarding grandparents' involvement. Experts note that inconsistent rules can create confusion and insecurity, potentially exacerbating behavioral issues, especially for neurodivergent children. Clear, consistent boundaries that foster a sense of love, safety, responsibility, and self-control are crucial for children's optimal learning and development. The use of the word perfect can reinforce the idea that perfection is attainable and expected, which experts advise against. Instead, they suggest normalizing imperfection by using phrases like, "This will work," "This is good enough," or "Thanks, that's a job well done." Comparing siblings or cousins can undermine a child's self-worth and promote unhealthy competition or resentment. Experts emphasize the importance of recognizing each child's uniqueness and encouraging their growth at their own pace. When these behaviors are reduced or eliminated, children can experience several benefits, including increased self-esteem, resilience, communication skills, emotional intelligence, independence, empathy, compassion, healthy coping and problem-solving skills, better relationships, balanced well-being, and more meaningful conversations.